In this video, we will be looking at the fs module in JavaScript. We will see how to use the fs module to perform different IO operation on files. So let's dive into the code. Hello friend, this is Codecraft where you can learn code fastly and efficiently. I'll be making a simple JavaScript file here. I'll name it fs underscore module.js. The first thing is I will import the fs module. In order to use it, I am using required syntax here. So you can also use the import syntax. So I have already made a video on fs modules, but it was basic to how to read data from a file or write data to a file. But in this video, I'll show you the power that actually the fs module provides us. So the first method I'm going to show you is used to delete a file from a directory. So for that purpose, I will simply make a file here and name it file.txt, and I will type something here, right here, hello. And now the function name is unlink function. So this function will be called the fs.unlink function. So the first argument will be the file name you want to remove it from a directory. So here I will simply give the file name file.txt, and now the second argument will be the callback function. So the callback function will be taking an argument, error argument, I mean the error. Whenever an error occurred, like the file is missing or the information denied, this callback function will be called with the error argument. So I'll be here simply making I'll be putting a condition here that if there is an error, then simply console simply log that error. So error and error, and now else if there is no error, so I'll simply log that file deleted. So now I'll simply run this. So here you can see the file has been removed. If I run it again, so here you can see an error occurred that shows that there is no such file or directory from the name file.txt. So this is how you can use this to remove a file from a directory. So the another function I'm going to show you is used to create a directory here. So I'll simply type fs.mkdir, and this function is used to create a directory in whatever path you want. So I'll be giving the first argument with the name of directory you want to create. So I will give the name testing, and now the second argument will be callback function, which will take an error argument. So now whenever any error occurred, this callback function will be called with that error argument. So I'll simply put in condition here, if any error occurred, then simply log that error and error, and I will see that if there is not an error, so simply log the directory created. So that's how you can use it. I will run this. So you can see the testing directory has been created. This is how you can use this make dir function to create a directory in what place you want. So the next function I'll be showing you is used to read the entities. By entities I mean what file or whatever in the directory. This function is used to read all the entities from a directory. So I'll simply type fs.readdir, Now this is the readir function fs module, which is used to read a directory. I mean, by reading I mean the entities of the directory. So the first argument will be the name of the directory you want to read. You can also give the full path in the first argument. So the second argument will be the callback function. So the callback function, the first argument will be I think err, and the second argument will be the content. So the contents in the directory. So here I'll simply put a condition if err, then log the error that has been generated. So I'll simply log the error. Else if there is no error, so simply log the content of the directory. So I will simply type here whatever it will be in the directory, it will be simply logged here. So I will put contents here, and now I simply run this program. Here you can see there is nothing in the testing directory. If I add something here, I'll add a file.txt here, and now again I will run this program. So here you can see the file.txt file has been printed out. So this is in the testing directory, that is why it is printed out here. This is how you can use the readir function to read a directory, read the content of a directory, whatever in the directory will be. So I'll be simply comment this in order to show you the next function in the fs module. So the next function is a very good function if you want to use it. This function simply give you the information, I mean the metadata about the file. For example, the creation time of the file, the modification time of the file, the access time of the file, and it also offers that if the file is directory, you can check if the file is a directory or a file. So this is pretty simple. So I'll be using here fs.state. This is a function which is used to to give the information of a file. So the first argument will be the name of file you want to check the information of it. So I'll be simply giving the file name fsmodule.js. And the second argument will be callback function within that will take two argument, an error and the state. By state I mean it will return an object that will show us information about the file. So I'll simply go inside the function and I'll see if there is an error. So console log that error. As if nothing happens, so simply log the state object. So I'll simply run this program, and for that I will simply first maximize this that I can show you. And now I will press Ctrl Alt B to open a separate terminal in the right side. So I will simply run this in the command terminal node fs_module.ds. So here you can see the state object has been returned, which give us many information about the file, like it returned the user ID, it returned the group ID, it returned the size of the file in the bytes. Here you can see this size is in byte, and it also returned the access time in milliseconds. And here you can see this is in millisecond, but this is the formatted time of access time of file. So here you can see access time 2024 3, and modification time. Here you can see the creation time, work time. So this is how you can use it to retrieve the information from a file, retrieve the metadata of a file. So here is how you can also do like state dot c time. By c time I mean the creation time. Here I'll simply run this. As you can see, the creation time has returned, and now I can also see that state dot is file. Now this will simply return that the entirety is a file or not. So I will simply run this. So you can see the entirety is a file. But if I go here and instead of the fs module.js, I will simply give the testing directory here. Now simply run this. Here you can see it has been returned false. I mean the state.isFile function has been returned false. This is why the testing is directory, not a file. If I simply type here is directory, and now I simply log this, you can see the true has been returned. This is how you can use the different function of the fs module to interact with your to perform different function in the files. So I hope this video will help you, and if you like the video, please do subscribe to my channel and also press the like button. Thanks for watching the video.